at that rice. Beautiful color.
Wagwan, what's great? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. And thank you very much for stopping by. My name is Chef Adrian Morris, and you're watching Morris Time Cooking.
We know about sardine, mackerel, chicken neck, chicken back. Nothing I waste, nothing I dash way.
Whip up some rice and peas, some red kidney beef. Add a few fresh garlic, and we're just gonna put this up halfway because we're gonna be pressuring these peas because we didn't have them soaking overnight. And these peas will take anywhere from 40 minutes to an hour to cook. I'm gonna add a few pimento berries. I'm gonna add some salt. In this I added about 5 cups of water and about a tablespoon and a half of salt. Reason being, I don't want to salt this after I'm done cooking, right? I'm gonna allow this to come to a boil. Alright, so once you realize your peas reaches to this level, what you want to do, you want to get some cold water and you want to pour it as hard as possible to help these floating grains to sink to the bottom. And that will help them to cook evenly at the same time. That's what we do. Now start sink it. Alright, there you go. If you realize they're starting to sink now. Alright? Beautiful. Now we're just gonna cover this up. Alright, so we're just gonna remove the peas from our pressure pot. Beautiful. There we go, nice and tender. We're gonna transfer our peas now into our pot. Then we're gonna go back onto our stove. So we're gonna go in with some fresh thyme, scallion. Everything has already been washed. Scotch bonnet pepper. Right, so here we have some coconut milk powder. Typically I like to use a fresh coconut, but today on a Sunday I didn't really get any fresh coconut, so we're gonna be working with this. I'm gonna add about a quarter cup of water to 1 pack just to mix it out to remove all the lumps. Give that a mix with a whisk, or if you have a fork you can do so as well. Nice and smooth. Add that in. I'm gonna add a teaspoon and a quarter of brown sugar. Trust me, makes the world a difference. 2 tablespoons of butter. Last but not least, star of the show, some black pepper. We're gonna be using a quarter teaspoon. So we cook rice and peas more if you can eat it by itself. Give that a stir. Give that a stir, and everything is smelling amazing already. Yeah. So what you want to do as soon as you're done pressuring, based on your pressure cooker, you'll know how long it will take to tenderize your kidney beans, right? At this point you can go ahead and check it, and you realize nice and soft, right? You're soft to the touch. They're still firm, they still hold their shape, but they're cooked, whereas they're nice and soft. We're gonna cook this for about 10 or so minutes just to get that coconut nice and infused in everything. And then we're gonna wash some rice. We're gonna wash about 4 cups of rice. We're gonna wash about 4 cups of rice, which is equivalent to about 2 pounds thereabout, right? Give that a taste, final taste. Perfect. We don't need any more salt because we already salted it well from the beginning. Want to cover this, but not all the way because you don't want this to boil over. So just like that, leaving a little bit of room for the steam to escape. So for the rice now, we're going to be using long grain white rice, 4 scoops, which is equivalent to 1 cup. So that's 2 cups, 3, 4 cups. You want to wash this for about 2 to 3 times or until the water runs clear. Because you realize how cloudy this is. This is all starch, and too much starch in your rice will make it become very soggy. Alright? So we're gonna wash this. That's our first wash. Throw that water off. Alright, gonna give that a stir. Now we're gonna add our wash rice. A little bit of water in there, but that's fine. That will help to bring up the water level in case you need it. And what I learned from my mom, when you're pouring your rice, pour it in the exact center, and once the rice is above the liquid, then you know you have sufficient liquid. But if you pour the rice in and you can't see the rice grains, that means you have too much liquid in there. I'm gonna also show you a next method that you can tell if you have enough water. So there are several ways in which you can do this, right? Give that a stir. And the reason why you stir it like this is to distribute the peas evenly. So how you can measure? I'm gonna put the spoon down. You want to achieve at least an inch above the rice, right? So you put the spoon down. Once you feel like rice grain, you pull up. And there you go. That's like an inch above the rice. So this is the perfect amount of liquid. What you want to do now, cover this up. I'm going to allow it to come to a boil for about 10 minutes. And once it comes to a boil, we reduce the heat. And then we're going to cook that for another 10 minutes. And once it starts to evaporate and you're seeing the rice grains, then you can turn it down on minimum and let that steam for about 20 to 25 minutes. So let's go. Alright, so now we're going to reduce the flame to medium. Gonna cover with some aluminum foil. Here we go for the rice. It has been over 20 minutes. Steaming for 20 minutes, so now you can remove the excess thyme sticks as well as the green onion, or in some places they call them scallion here in Jamaica. So we're gonna fluff the rice now. So mixing everything. Look at that rice. Beautiful color. And look at piece of your buy, I love them. Look on and give you a nice red color. And spread that out. So remove the foil. I'm gonna allow this to steam for about an additional 10 minutes, slightly open. And what that will do, it will help the coconut on there to get the rice nice and sheeny. So after 10 minutes, we should be good to go. And again, we're at very low heat. Is that all? Now that's finished.
Leave a thumbs up on the video, leave a comment below, and say if you love my vibe, don't forget to hit subscribe. Jano, try it out at home, you won't be disappointed. Once again, thank you very much for watching. You see, until next time, safe travel upon the gravel, and go and big up on yourself.